So I'm not gonna be playing at Twitchcon 2018 in the Fall Skirmish, the last Fall Skirmish event at Twitchcon. I thought I was gonna be playing there. Everything that I did leading up to about yesterday made me think that I was gonna be playing there, and I found out today that it's 100% I'm not going to be playing. Keep in mind that the event is in 4 days. I leave to go to the event in 3 days, and I just am now finding out that I am not going to be playing. So that's always awesome. Basically, for this video, I just want to kind of give you guys a timeline on how you were supposed to register to play, when we found out, when you were playing, everything you guys need to know about this event in particular, and basically my thoughts on it, because if I'm gonna be honest here, it's complete bullshit, just absolute bullshit, and I'm not the only person that this has happened to. And I'm sure there's some people that are gonna watch this and just think that I'm just a little bitch or whatever, and I'm just whining about it. But you know what? This is completely wrong. I've played in many other competitive esports, and the way Epic Games and Fortnite is doing this is just completely absurd, and I think it needs to be changed. And hopefully this video can do something about it, because it's literally ridiculous that this is the way people have to sign up, and it's just a guessing game when you're playing for $1.5 million. Like, it's literally just, it makes no sense to me. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop into it now. So basically, about 3 weeks ago, Epic released the registration to sign up for the Fall Skirmish at TwitchCon, where you play at LAN for $1.5 million prize pool, right? I signed up basically instantly. I'd say maybe an hour or two at the most after they released open signups. Keep in mind, I'll put it on the screen. I don't have it up right now, but when I find it, I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It was something along the lines of like open to everyone, blah blah blah, like, you know, just the typical sign up thing, right? So I signed up for that, put me and my duo partner in right away, and thought we were pretty good. A few days go by. I can't really tell you exactly how many, but I would say maybe 5 days to a week, and people started getting their second like stage of sign up. Like, it really makes no sense to me, their Epic Games process. You know, if you get that second email, it should be like, all right, you're for sure in the event, and that's the way the email made it look like. I'll put a picture of it on the video. I'll put all this stuff on the video just so you guys can see for yourself exactly what Epic Games is making it look like. You know, it doesn't really make sense to me, because the way these emails are worded, it makes you sound like you're in the event, and then you're really not, and it makes no sense. I got this all clarified by an Epic employee just now, and yeah, I'll put those messages on the screen as well in a little bit later in the video, and you guys can see everything and make up your own conclusion, because I can't be the only person that thinks that I was going to be playing and then randomly I'm just not playing. You know, like, it really makes no sense. So basically, you sign up for the event. Everybody can sign up right away. The first one, everyone can sign up, and then about a week later, people started getting emails, and I didn't get an email yet, and I was like, what the hell? I guess I'm not playing. Like, I was super, you know, depressed about it. Like, I was really hoping that I was gonna be able to play at TwitchCon. You know, TwitchCon is only like 20 minutes from my hometown. I thought it'd be super sick to play and go to TwitchCon and whatnot. Like, I'm still going, but it would be awesome to play there, right? Because I've always wanted to make a name for myself in the Fortnite community. So, like, eventually, I'd say a day or two later, I got that second email. I was super hyped. I was pretty much certain that I was going to TwitchCon, because this email, which I'll put on the screen right now, makes it seem like you're 100% going. It basically says, put in you and your duo's information, which you already had to do at the beginning. I don't know why they'd have you make it do it twice, which just, I don't know. And then it basically says that all they have to do is verify that you have Twitchcon Pass, and then verify you, and you're good to go, basically. It's basically what it says. So yeah, and then I'd say another 5 or 6 days goes by, and I start seeing tweets on Twitter from, pro players, some friends of mine, that show their heat number, right? Which is because there's a main event, and then there's 4 heats, so there's 200 teams, only 50 teams get to play in the main event, etc. So there's 4 different heats, and everyone's starting to post these emails they got from Epic about what heat they're in and whatnot. And I hadn't gotten mine yet, and I was like, well, it does say on the on one of the things, on one of the registration things or advertisement things for the event, it does say that you will get an email for your heat number by the 22nd, which is when I'm making this video. Now go back to the time when people were posting those tweets of all their heat numbers and stuff like that. I started seeing tweets from a few other pro players that were not good tweets. I'll just leave his name out of it because it doesn't really matter who it was that was saying things. But basically, a very popular pro player, not very popular, but a popular pro player who's, in Skirmish, he's in the pro court, he's in all these things, right? Was signed to a tier 1 organization. Starts talking about how he's not going to TwitchCon, and I was really confused when I saw that because I was like, well, it says you have until the 22nd, so I thought he was talking about a different email. Well, no, it turns out he was talking about the same one that I was waiting to get. And he said that he talked to Lumen, which is one of the, I don't know what he does at Epic, but he's, top dude at Epic, and he knows a lot of stuff. And basically, he said on his tweet that Lumen said that all the invites or all the emails with the heat numbers were already sent out. And I checked my email, double checked it, checked my spam, my trash, all that stuff, the junk, and I didn't have an email. And I was like, well, like maybe there has to be something wrong. Like the brochure / advertisement says you have until the 22nd to get your email. And this was on like the 18th or 19th. So I was still positive. I still tried to be positive about it. When I got that second email, which I thought meant I was in the event, there was a contact email, which isn't just a normal Epic Games support email. It's like one just for the event. If you need help, I emailed that one twice, never got a response. Ended up trying to DM Lumen, wasn't able to DM him, and then I messaged Sundown, who is another Epic employee, and didn't get a response until this morning. And I'll just put our conversation on the screen. And basically what he said was the same thing that the pro player on Twitter said a few days ago, was that all the events were already sent out, and if you don't have one now, you're not in the event. And so that was not fun to wake up to and see that Discord DM. It just, it's kind of shattering, when you really, really want to play at an event and you're already going to the event, and then you thought you were in the event, and then all of a sudden you're not 4 days before an event. Like, isn't that a little weird? If you think about it, every other game, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, those are the games that I've played before competitively. These things are set in stone way before the event takes place. Like, you're going to an event months before, not 3-4 days before. Like, that's unacceptable. I don't care what event it is, especially when the event is for $1.5 million. Like, there's Counter-Strike majors for less amount of money, and these people qualify months and months and months in advance. And I just really have a hard time grasping that. The fact that 3 days before an event, I'm now just finding out that I'm not going to be going to it. I feel like Epic really needs to change their either application process or qualifying process. Something needs to change, because this is just really stupid. Like, there's no other way to say it. It just really makes no sense. And that's kind of my goal for this video is just to get that point across, is that there needs to be a change with Epic and their events, because they can't just keep doing this where, you know, they release signups 3 weeks before an event and then you finally figure out if you're going or not even a week before. Like, that's ridiculous, because I know plenty of people that were just planning on going to TwitchCon just because of this Fortnite event, right? And on top of all of that, people had to buy flights and hotels and all that kind of stuff, and you couldn't even sign up for the event unless you bought a TwitchCon ticket. So you would have to buy your TwitchCon ticket, you have to buy your flight, you have to buy your hotel, and then you just figure out that you don't go, that you're not able to go 3 days before. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't. And if you don't agree with that, I just don't know what to tell you. You're either like a 15-year-old kid and you don't understand how things work, or I mean, there's just it makes no sense. It really just makes no sense, and it's just ridiculous to me. Thank God I don't have to buy a hotel, and you know, I was already planning on going to TwitchCon and it's close to me. Thank God. But for the people, and there is people that I know that bought their TwitchCon ticket, that bought their flight, bought their hotel, and they found out that they're not able to go the same way that I did. And I really feel bad for them, and I totally sympathize for them, because it's absolutely ridiculous that Epic puts us through this shit. And I just really want to see in the future that if there's an event, we are able to sign up months in advance. We're able to get confirmed months in advance. That way people 100% know that they're able to play and they're not spending all this money, you know, and then a few days before the event, they find out they're not able to go. Like, that's just crazy. And you would think a $1 billion company, you know, that's making all this money would have a better team tournament organization. I don't know, something. I mean, I don't know shit about esports, but you would think that there would be a better process for this. And that's kind of just my goal for this video, is I just want to see a change, and I don't want to get fucked over like this again, because it really sucks, dude. It really sucks. As someone who's trying to make it in this Fortnite scene, where it's already extremely concentrated with so many people trying to do something in this game, it really sucks when you finally thought you had that one opportunity to play and it was so close to home. Like, I didn't have to buy a flight, I could just drive, and then I find out that I'm not going, or not able to play 3 days before the event. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. So I just wanted to quickly add at the end of this video, after I recorded this, I got another reply from Sundown on Discord, and he's a really nice guy. He explained everything to me and kind of told me why I'm not playing at Skirmish, and because of that, since he was really polite and understanding, I'm just going to leave our messages out of this video, just out of respect for him, and I really appreciate him replying to me, and, you know, I think it's better that I just keep it out of the video. But basically what he said was that it was a first come, first served basis, and yeah, they had a ton of applications, which I 100% understand. Everything I said in this video, though, I truly mean, and I truly want to see a change. But I do appreciate him explaining that to me, and yeah.